All right. Coming up on stage next, it's a man that looks like Jay Peterman and Putty had a child. Put your hands together for Scott Newellette.
All right. You're probably looking at me thinking, I recognize that guy from his magazine cover, right? Everyone? Yeah? Does this help? No? Player of the Year, Putt Putt Golf Monthly. Okay, my name's Scott. Can I have a hi, Scott? Hi, Scott. Hi, everybody. That's very nice. Appreciate that everyone's chipping in. I think it's important to always start out with goals and expectations. So let's go ahead and set your expectations right there. Okay, you should be fine. I'll be able to step over that. As far as goals, my goal is to make it through the next 10 minutes as a male performer without sexual harassment charges. So keeping it easy. To that end, I won't be talking a lot about women or dating because I'm married and frankly my wife frowns at me dating. Most of what I know about women I learned as a kid from watching Bill Cosby. Hey, don't laugh, that shit works. Drink up, we'll talk after the show. I started my own business selling nothing but French fries. And so we go ahead and answer the question that everyone asked me immediately thereafter. Yes, I did used to smoke pot. The business name is French Fry Heaven. Has anyone been there? Yeah. Okay, thanks for coming back again. Anyway, that didn't. I've done about as well in business as Ben and Jerry's selling their new flavor of ice cream, ass crack. Business is tough. Like starting your own business is tough. There's constantly a money crunch. There's constantly things breaking. Employees, people suck. And the thing I missed was, remember when you were a kid and you broke that lamp and your mom came storming in, she's like, "Who broke that lamp?" And you immediately looked at your little brother and went, when you own your own business, it's you. It's all your nightmare. So is there anyone here thinking about starting their own business? Yeah, okay. You got $50? I got one for you. But the thing that makes me feel the worst about my business is that I'm Jewish. I thought I was supposed to be naturally good at this. You know, I didn't dial it in. I think it was one of those talents that we had. Apparently I was wrong. I'm starting to really question the relationship my mom had with the postman. When I was a kid, growing up as a Jewish kid, there was expectations for to be special academically. So I actually graduated top 3 in my class in both high school and in college. If you randomly select only 2 other people in my high school and college. My daughter actually graduates top 3 in her class for real. So the one thing we share in common regarding grade point average is the point. You know, being a Jewish kid that doesn't like school, that's like being a black guy that doesn't like the Donka Duck, or a Korean guy that doesn't like dog, or Jared from Subway turned down a copy of the Toys R Us catalog. The Jared one we like. Okay, I got a quick Jared throw in for you. Did you hear Jared had a religious conversion in jail? Yeah, now he wants to be a Catholic priest. One of the reasons I struggle so much in school is I have attention deficit disorder, or ADD. And the thing that you need to know about ADD is, sorry. That just reminds me, when I was walking in here tonight, the guy walking in front of me crop dusted me the entire way in here. Everyone knows what crop dusting is? Like laying down a field of farts right in front of me. And by the way, I know who you are. It's a small room, okay? I think you singed my eyebrows. Women, if you ever wonder how men decide whether or not we're going to pass gas in public, it really comes down to a basic math formula. The probability of us passing gas is the confidence that we have that it's going to be silent, plus the number of people on that particular elevator. Or how much we view the guy in back of us as being a douchebag. So whoever you are, thank you for the double insult on that one. I appreciate it. Anyway, what was I talking about? ADD. Thank you. Okay, so ADD. Now, when you have something like ADD or grow up with that, people are always trying to give you advice on how to deal with it. I was 18 years old, I'm dating this girl, and her father said to me, what I would like to do with you is send you to concentration camp. And at first it sounded like a nice piece of ADD advice, but then it turned out that he was a Nazi. So it wasn't as funny as you might think. I should have known there was a problem when the first Christmas he bought me dirty pajamas and an Easy Bake Oven. Yeah, I tell you, actually, I'm just joking about that part, but I tell you, I went to visit him one time and stayed there for 7 days, did not go in the shower once. Not gonna be that easy. And it turned out that the daughter was racist also. Said that she was just gonna have sex with me for a few months and she could rub it in her dad's face. So of course, you guys know that I must have stormed out of there, right? Hell no, guys, back me up on this. You're 18 years old, you're having sex, it's gonna take a lot more than the fear of death to drive you out of there. I was, at this point in my little bit, I was going to talk about the news, but right before I come on stage, one of the pros told me that the key to comedy today is steer clear of politics, race, religion, and sex. And I thought, well, dear Lord, there goes my joke about Trump naked mud wrestling an Arab boy. So instead, I go with this one. And millennials. We see the millennials freaking out over election results. We see them freaking out over speakers on campus. And so as a public service, I've put together a list, and this is all the things that you can say to a millennial without pissing them off. Fair enough? So here's the list. Thank you very much. The other news story that we've all been stuck with listening to this whole time has been this Harvey Weinstein thing that's been going on forever. And what I found really strange about that story was here's Weinstein, Matt Lauer, Louis C.K., all these guys, the peak of success, and they chose to wield their power by having people catch them or people watch them touching themselves, which is odd because for me, I thought that the peak of success meant like helicopters and yachts and mansions and stuff like that. But apparently it's people catching you touching yourself, which means that I reached the peak of my success when I was 12 years old and my parents got me the National Geographic. And it's been like that since. I did want to finish with two thoughts. I don't know if you guys read about this, but the girl who sold the most cookies to the Girl Scouts this year, the girl who was #1 for Girl Scout cookies, did the whole thing via the internet. Did the whole thing sold online. She actually used a list that she hacked off the federal sexual predator site. Smart girl, smart girl. And my next door neighbor's boy, his son, watches so much pornography that his webpages stick together. He watches, his dad says he keeps going like this, that NASCAR is going to give him a sponsorship from Kleenex. So to help him out, I wrote a software program for him. It's called the Mama Papa Swapastapa. And the way it works is this. Every time he opens up pornography on his computer, it swaps up the picture of the porn actors for his parents. So we've cured his porn addiction, but now he has some sort of bulimic reaction to computers. And if you're wondering if that works, I want everyone in here to think of the last pornographic image you've ever seen. Now slide your parents' faces in there. Who's still in the mood? Anyone? All right, thanks for your time, I appreciate it.
Keep it going for Scott! Woo! All right, you might have noticed little